Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Eva Spirit Tarot. This is going to be a pick a card reading, your soul growth for 2020 and what Spirit wants you to know. I have 3 cards here for 3 separate readings. I will channel messages for each reading and pull more cards if I'm guided to do so. The way you will know which reading is for you will be based upon emotional resonance. It's as simple as that. So hopefully you find something useful and interesting here. And decks that I use, how to contact me, schedule personal readings and so on will be down below. Thank you so much everyone, and let's get started. I was actually also told that I should include reversals for these cards. So if we have any reversals come up, then I'm to read it that way as well. So reading number 1. Okay, we have a reversal. We have shark. I'll just show you the image in reverse, and immediately what I heard was light had been blocked. So what they're saying is that there was they're saying an inability to see through, an inability to see the way, or see the light, find the light. So it's almost like they're showing me that there had been something this year, which of course makes sense, that had overshadowed you. But they're not just saying overshadowed your ability to do things, which was the case for many of us this year. They're saying that something was overshadowed, meaning your own light, your own essence. So they're telling me the feeling of something being lost. They're saying maybe happiness, optimism. They're saying that there was whatever lightness you carried in your soul and in your heart and in your demeanor. They're saying prior to this year, they're saying that this was a year where it felt like that was overshadowed in some way. The card says lead as a powerful, peaceful warrior. Okay, what I'm picking up from that is the transformation that has occurred this year, in terms of they're saying, okay, seeing the other side of something. It's almost like seeing the underbelly of what it means to be in darkness, actually, what it means to not be expressing and living out your light and living in a way where you are in authenticity and you are in positivity. They're saying that by experiencing the underbelly and the other side, you come out of that and you come forth with that as a new leader. They're saying a new thought leader actually as well. And they're saying that it will provide valuable insight into people. They're saying bridging the gap, somebody who understands the light, but somebody who also understands the darkness as well. And when you bring those together, you become a new thought leader, somebody who's able to relate to both worlds and understand both worlds, and who has had periods of time where they would dwell in both worlds. And so as you move forward now, you'll be able to inspire other people toward their own healing as well. So I'm going to look at the image now and just see if there's any additional messages that come with that. Okay, they're also highlighting for me connection with others. They're saying that connections with other people have been something that has changed dramatically this year because of an inability to relate to people. So things changed in such a way for you in terms of your own, they're saying stripped, okay? Something was stripped. Maybe the positivity, the optimism, something like that was stripped from you. And they're saying as a result, it made it so that it was very difficult for you to relate to other people. They're saying even people in your own life. It's okay. They're saying falling down a well. It was almost like the feeling of falling down a well. And they're saying that it's almost like feeling like the light inside of you was again overshadowed, but they're wanting to say that it's still there. It was still there. They're saying dark night of the soul as well, but they're saying that this year has impacted your relationships, and they're saying it has caused you to seek other avenues. Interesting. They're saying seek other avenues, and they're saying actually it has created an ability within you to be able to relate to a wider range of people, and that they're saying is the sort of nugget of growth that has come from this year, that you will have the opportunity to in the following years or next year even to implement into your life, because they're saying it will dictate very strongly for some of you your path about being able to relate to different kinds of people, being able to see things from a bigger perspective. They're saying a wide spectrum of people, and they're saying topics as well to understand many more things. They're also saying that for some of you it was almost like you had lived a cocooned life, a very sheltered life, and this was a year where all of that was sort of stripped away and everything changed, and it caused you to see the other side, the underbelly of what it means to be, they're saying to lose hope, okay, to lose hope. Yes. Okay, they're not saying I need to pull any more cards. Maybe at the end, let's see. But that's reading number 1. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Reading number 2. We have Goat. And it says, act from your innate wisdom. Okay, so what I'm picking up from this immediately is moving forward. And they're drawing my attention to this top part here. I'm just going to tune into the specific message, so please give me a moment. Okay, so what they're talking to me about here is alignment. They're saying that for individuals resonating with this one, this is about this year coming to some very powerful conclusions about where you want to move in your life. They're highlighting relocation as well, physical relocation, and they're also, for some of you, saying it's also direction in terms of life purpose, they're also saying direction in terms of what you want the focuses to be on in your life. So they're saying that this is the thing that has sort of come up to the surface this year, and this is the, okay, interesting, this is the growth that has emerged from this year. This year and everything that you experienced has caused you to become more acutely aware of the things that you actually want to pursue in your life. So it's almost as if I'm getting this feeling that things came into light for you in a way where you realized that there were things you were focusing on in the past or doing, or people you were with. It could be many different things, but they were not aligned with your own truth, with your own authenticity, with your own essence. And this year, the growth is that you have been able to identify the direction that you want that your soul actually is calling you toward. And they're saying that, okay, they're saying that there's a journey ahead that needs to go with this, okay? There's still work to be done in that respect, but they're saying that this realization is very, very powerful. And this is something that if you are able to take this and run with it, they're saying it can be very fruitful, very fruitful. They're telling me I can take a card with this one, so I will. And from this deck, so let's see. Okay. For reading number 2, please. The Goat. Yeah, I'm just feeling much more alignment. And also the realization, once you start doing the things that are truly aligned with your purpose, with your heart and soul, the feeling is completely different to how you existed in the past. I just heard that may require some letting go. So you're going to have to be tough in that and be willing to, they're saying put your big girl shoes on or something like that, okay? All right, what do we know about the Goat, please? Thank you. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Yeah, okay, so that is definitely talking about a whole new perspective. So once you start to focus on the things that are truly aligned with why you came here in the first place, and what is in alignment with your own essence, as I said, there's a completely brand new beginning for you. That clarity, breakthroughs, and they're also saying peace of mind as well. That's really beautiful. And I'm definitely feeling a big shift in terms of career for a lot of people here too. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, reading number 3, we have Cow. And it says, give with unconditional love and grace. Okay, so what I'm picking up immediately from this message, for this reading. This is definitely about love. Okay, they're telling me that this was the year where you realized. They're saying you realized who your soulmate was, or you realized who it's brought to light the relationships in your life that were built on something real versus the ones that were not. Through whatever you experienced this year personally, it's helped you to sift and sort through the different relationships in your life. And they're saying actually paving the way for a soulmate to come in. I'm seeing a strong sense of, what's the word, reunification of a soul bond, a soul connection. They're also saying tribe to me as well, and they're telling me to take one card. They're actually telling me to take the top. Okay, yes. There you go, confirmation. Yes. All right, just say yes. I'm going to pull another card if they said I can. This is about love. This is about, so some of you may have experienced breakups, or it might be that your relationships have transformed. They're saying across the board. They're saying as a result of maybe being isolated or not being with certain people for certain periods of time, or because of being with certain people for extended periods of time, it's caused a change in the way you see your relationships, and realizing, the ones that are solid and the ones that aren't. Okay, can I take another card for reading number 3, please? Reading number 3, please. Okay, they just stopped me. They said that they're saying this card, yes, is enough. And they said that I've channeled the message as far as what you guys need to know. So they're actually saying that I don't need to pull more cards. They're saying don't be don't be greedy and take too many cards. They're saying it's enough. Okay, everybody, I hope that was informative and helpful for you in some way. Let me know if you like these kinds of readings. I can definitely go into more details next time, but I wanted to try this out. And this was quite fun, actually, for me to do. So, thank you so much. Take care, everyone, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.